Hi guys, Patrick is here. Today we're going to be trying to build a new outpost, and this outpost hopefully has resources that we can gather in one spot. And how to achieve that is we have to first find a planet. Here is a website that I use, inala.cz. The planet or moon that I've selected is Indom 3b. It has quite a bit of resources, quite a few biomes. So what we have to do is first locate Indom, the star system, which is to the right of Alpha Centauri. And from here, what you want to do is open up the resources map. You will try to find a good spot with various biomes intersecting. And how to do that is you just click on it and you will be able to see the biome that you have selected for your landing zone. Best practice to find a good spot with lots of resources in one outpost is to find an intersection of 3 different biomes are right next to each other. I'm gonna try to land on the hills and hope for the best. So once you're on the land, what you want to do is you open up a scanner and press the build outpost button to see what you have. We got a starborn ship landing trying to find me, I guess. We'll just ignore them for now. And as you can see in this spot, there's only nickel and water. And we'll open up the map and check. So nickel is in the hills. And that's where I landed. So from this point, what we have to do, we have to locate mountains and the frozen plains. And hopefully we have found a good spot for it. And what people would do is generally they get on their ship and try to look out to the side, horizon. Or you can also open up the surface map. Frozen plains. Possibly over here. Alright, so we're going to try to go this direction first. And that's southeast. And if you look on your compass on the bottom left corner, you see that right there, there is a indicator of pointing north, and that's where we're looking. So we're gonna go southeast. And perfect, we're going away from the starborn. And this might take a little bit of time, but as you search, what you can do is you open up your scanner, check for resources on the ground. The resource veins would be what you're looking for, and the color of your biome can help you with identifying this. And you can also go ahead and open up the scanner and just go ahead and try to build an outpost. Of course, not build it, but actually just hover around to see what the resources are available to the top left corner of your screen, and you just run until you find it. So I have reached a short distance away, and what I'm seeing there is 5 resources. Not bad, but probably not good enough. So what I can do here is I can go ahead and place an outpost just to mark it. And this is a okay spot, 5 resources, but we can do better. So let's keep trying. I'm gonna check on the other side to see if I can get a better spot. So after going through the other side, I found that it was not a better spot, and it was unlucky. This landing zone was just not a good spot. This randomly generated surface map is just not a good spot for all the resources to be found. So we're gonna try again. Hopefully you have a save before this, do another landing zone, and hope for the best. This time I want to try frozen plains. So now I have selected a new landing spot, and this time I see that there is an intersection of two biomes. As you can see over there, there's the hills or the mountains, and here intersecting with the frozen plains. And here you can see the intersection of the two biomes. The color changes a little bit. So I've reached where they intersect, and here we find 5 resources, which is pretty good, but it's still missing tantalum and ytterbium, and I think those two are actually pretty important. So we're unlucky with this map again, and that's just how it is. It takes a long time to try to have the game generate a map that is going to have all the things that you need. So this time I spawned a landing zone in the mountains at the same intersection. As you can see, we have tantalum, ytterbium, cobalt, water right off the bat, right at the ship landing spot. So let's check. So the copper and the water, and I believe the tetrafluorides are in the frozen plains. So what you can do is you can look at the map and try to find what would look like frozen plains. So let's go south and hope for the best. If it doesn't work out, go north over here. And here's the spot that I found that has 6 resources. So I think this is one of the better points. So I'll go ahead and place it. And at this point, what you want to do is you want to go into the view mode and check the resource locations. Make sure you're able to build enough extractors for each resources. So here is tetrafluorides, plenty of tetrafluoride spots. Cobalt, check cobalt. Sure, zoom all the way out. I'm not sure why the cobalt vein is not showing up. It might be a bug. Or potentially the vein is spawned inside this mountain range right here. That would be problematic. One thing you can do is if you find that one of your resources vein is not enough inside of your build radius, what you can do is you can exit out and remove your outpost and build it closer to it. Now there's more spots for building extractor for your copper. My issue is I still cannot find the cobalt vein. That's problematic. So since I can't find the cobalt vein, I may not keep this outpost spot. I have to keep looking. But to make sure I didn't miss anything, I'm gonna go up this mountain, have a higher vantage point, and give it a shot with my hand scanner. There it is. So the cobalt, it's very far away. And it's not visible. I need to move my outpost closer to it. The only thing I have to worry about is the copper. So build it closer. And there you have it. There's the cobalt. Plenty of spots for it. Double check the copper. Barely there, but should be enough for at least 2 or 3. Tetrafluoride. Plenty. Plenty of room. Tantalum should be plenty. And there you have it. So this is a 6 resource outpost, and took quite a bit. It took me a little bit over an hour to try to find the spot. And now all I have to do is I have to go back and to the other outpost that I have saved with less amount of resources. I'm gonna remove it. So removing the outpost that I saved previously, I can gain back the outpost numbers that I can build. And I'll just rename this so that I don't have to have a number 2. And that's it. So just remember to try to find a spot on the map that has multiple biomes, and then try to get as close in the middle as possible between all the biomes. And that's where you want to land. And then once you land, find a cross section of where the biomes are. So I have the frozen plains and the mountains and hills kind of all coming together. And what you want to do is just run along this intersection of the biomes and try to find your best spot. And that's all, folks. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.